Good afternoon. My name is Helen Bailey, and this is my persuasive speech for my online public speaking class. Chances are that if you are at all connected to modern media outlets, you are well aware of the phenomenon that is reality television. At first, reality TV was something that one watched for entertainment value once a week because it was so different from any other show on television. However, today you will find that reality television shows are a huge part of most network scheduling. There are many shows out there that are educational, enlightening, and inspiring. These shows will lift you up and make you want to be a better spouse, a better person, and a better neighbor. However, there is the other side of reality TV that is not so sweet and innocent. These shows are ones that deal with sex, drug use, foul language, and other immoral behaviors. And who is watching those shows? Well, there are some shows that are particularly targeted to the youth of America, girls in general, such as the Bad Girls Club, 16 and Pregnant, and Pretty Wild. These shows are centered around predominantly female casts whose behavior can be classified as being less than desirable. It is these young women who are now considered TV stars, who are setting examples for the female youth population. Guidelines need to be changed in order to protect adolescents from these bad influences. One example, as given earlier, of the type of shows that are harmful to our youth is the Bad Girls Club. This show, set in different locations around the country, is based on 7 young women who agree to live in the same house for 3 months. These girls have never met before but quickly fall into the routine of drinking, partying, and being promiscuous. Each week, the girls continue to attack each other verbally and physically. They are at a new club with new men every week and are driven around in limousines so that they can drink to the point that they are beyond drunk. These girls don't have real jobs. All they do is sit around all day, get mani-pedis, lay by the pool, and go shopping. There is no aspiration for bettering their lives other than their 15 minutes of fame. Take a look at the blog on their website. It's filled with young teens who think that having a teen version of the show is a great idea. They actually consider themselves to be, and are proud to be like, Natalie, Flo, and Portia, who are characters on the show. Another show cited earlier is 16 and Pregnant, which airs on MTV. This show revolves around varying teen girls and their boyfriends who find that they are expecting a baby. The show deals with the reality of teen pregnancy, such as absentee fathers, financial obligations, and the difficulties surrounding continuing their education. While the show does show some of the ugly truths about teen pregnancy, it also demonstrates that teens are able to survive the experience and lead normal lives. While I don't think we should be scaring teens into abstinence or safe sex, do we really want them idolizing these girls because they are considered teen television stars now that they have gone through the experience? Yet another show that is considered reality television is Pretty Wild. This show airs on E! And is based on 3 sisters who live in Hollywood. The girls are Tess, age 19, Alexis, age 18, and Gabby, age 15, and they all 3 live with their mother, Andrea Arlington, who is a former Playboy model. These girls are beyond unruly, disrespectful, and immoral. The middle child, Alexis, it should also be noted, is involved in the current criminal investigation of the Hollywood area bling ring, who is alleged to have stolen millions of dollars worth of property from the homes of celebrities. These girls are also frequently showcased partying to the wee hours of the morning, treating their mother disrespectfully, and acting in ways most adults would have a hard time admitting to. And this behavior is just what the cameras have caught on tape, and doesn't include what producers have edited out before airing the footage. Are these the kind of girls we want as role models for our children? Because this is the type of entertainment the networks are providing. According to pediatrics.org, 47% of high school students admit to having sexual intercourse, 7.4% before the age of 13, and 14% of those have had sex with 4 or more partners. This behavior is definitely comparable to the characters that we see on reality television. So is it so hard to believe that these characters are not the influence? The behavior these characters are demonstrating is damaging to the youth of America, to say the least. Young girls look up to these people because they are on television, and in the girls' eyes are emanating behaviors that are acceptable and wanted in reality world. Therefore, these young girls who are watching these shows will attempt to copy that behavior in order to be like their idols that they look up to. Pediatrics.org gives evidence supporting this in reference to the social learning theory, which states that we learn by watching, and the disinhibition theory, which states we become accepting of behaviors we are subjected to on a regular basis. Another interesting perspective that is given is the media practice model, which suggests that teens choose which programs to watch based on who they are at the time and who they're aspiring to be. What happened to the good old days, when television program was family friendly and consisted of well-rounded youths who thought getting a B on the big test was reason for their parents to be upset? The days of shows like Full House, The Cosby Show, and Little House on the Prairie, I'm afraid, are long gone. The children in these shows have been replaced by the new reality of children like those seen in 16 and Pregnant, My Super Sweet 16, and The Hills. These shows don't show corrective behaviors or parents who are teaching their children the moral issues or the moral lessons that were so popular in the 1980s and 1990s. There are no lessons about how to be true to a best friend, how to do your chores to earn a weekly allowance, or how to be respectful of your parents' authority. However, the new reality shows do teach teens how to get what they want easily with no concern for others' well-being. I agree that in many ways today's youth are nothing like they were in the 80s and the 90s. The world has changed, and being socially connected is instilled in children as young as 8 to 10 years old. MySpace, Facebook, and Twitter keep them in constant contact with those that they look up to. However, I think as concerned parents and citizens, we should stop supporting these shows that target the youth of America. Shouldn't there be age-appropriate programming that doesn't involve sex, drugs, and a party lifestyle? I think I would much rather my daughter look up to well-rounded teenagers who have the same issues as my teen. Why can't we see an episode that doesn't involve living a posh life in Hollywood or behaving like a spoiled brat? We should demand that producers of these shows change the message that these shows are sending to those watching. It's not cool to be kicked out of a bar because you're fighting with other patrons. It's not cool to become pregnant at 16. And it's not cool to be a criminal and facing jail time at the age of 18. We need better role models for our children, and if we don't demand it, who will? Thank you all for listening, and I hope that you will take into consideration the thoughts that I have presented to you. It is an important step in the right direction for the youth of America.